Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is 64-Bit Rick, and in today's video, you read the title correctly, we're going to be building the great Aussie medieval bachelor pad. Let's get to it. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. Rick, what's with the clickbait? Seriously, what are you doing? Come on. I'll tell you what, dear viewer, it is not, well, yeah, okay, it's clickbait, but I'm going to make it work. See, I found this awesome tutorial from Sunny Sev. It's called How to Build a Big Medieval House by Sunny Sev, which is her other YouTube account. Guys, if you're looking for some really high quality Minecraft content, look no further than Sunny Sev's amazing channel. She's got plenty of tutorials and a whole bunch of 100 days content, 1000 days content. I couldn't recommend this channel more to you. Seriously, if you want a good time, oh, that doesn't sound right, does it? If you want a good time, no, that's not cool. Go check out Sunny Sev or Sunny Sev. Go check out all the Sevs, they're all great. So she's come up with today's amazing medieval house. I'm sure she had no intention of making a bachelor pad, but as you'll soon see, I had every intention of making a bachelor pad. Yep. It was my plan all along, didn't come up with it at the last second looking for a title for the video. That would be silly. Yes, it would. Anyway, here is the location I've chosen for this medieval build today. You can see the layout of the house. It's not the biggest house, but it ain't small either. It's a really good size house actually. And it's really going to fit into the scheme, the whole medieval thing we've got going on in my village. Let's get this thing started, shall we? Let's have a look in these chests and see what I've collected. There's all the materials that you'll need to make this amazing house. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to build this house, yeah, this video ain't going to be much help to you. Seriously, go to the link in the description. Because this ain't no tutorial. This is just me doing the tutorial, okay? Yeah, I'm a dumbass, people. So we start this build by dropping some pillars in each corner with dark oak logs. Then we strip them naked. And here's how it looks with all the pillars in place. We'll also pop one right about here. Throughout this entire build, I tried to, as I was jumping down, I tried to strip the logs, but yeah, I never did nail it. Didn't stop me from trying though. There we go. All but one. Close. Now for the first two layers, we're going to use packed mud and mud bricks. There was something else in the original design. I forget what it was, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to use these two, and I think they look pretty good. Just those two. There's the first two layers done and dusted. Here's it from a aerial view for some reason. I don't know why. For the walls, I was meant to be using mushroom stem. I think that's what it was. Sunny Sev said use mushroom stem for the white. I said no, I don't have any mushrooms nearby, so I used calcite instead. And I think it looks alright. Along the top of the wall, we lay down some dark oak upside down stairs. Then we add dark oak planks in between those. And in between those, we use dark oak trapdoors. For the thinner parts, we just use the trapdoors. And here's our progress so far. Time to dig out some windows. I'm going to use plain old glass panes. I'm sorry, Sunny, I'm building an inferior version of your amazing house. Don't worry, it's a bachelor pad, remember? Bachelors don't have coloured glass. Look, that's what I'm going with, okay? On the outside now, we use upside down spruce stairs on either side of the window and spruce slabs in between. We use spruce fence on either side of the windows, and we use spruce trapdoors to finish it off at the top. The windows look fantastic. Drop a couple of lanterns here and there and they look even better. On the corners, we're using this dark oak combo at the top with an upside down stair and a trapdoor on the other side. Then we'll knock out a couple of blocks and replace them with glass panes. A spruce stair on either side and a spruce slab in the middle. Same as earlier, we'll use fence posts on either side, but this time we're going to put campfires on the top. with a spruce fence gate underneath. We'll open up the spruce fence gates and we'll put out the campfires. Before I knew it, it was night time, and sure enough, out come the dickheads. Then I ran into this tall, skinny bastard. He needed a good kick in the nuts. And I'm just looking for a place to sleep, but the mobs are coming out thick and fast, mate. Thanks for the bone. Appreciate it. Oh, look, this guy's just standing under a tree. Mate, you're done. Now I feel like a dick. His mate come after me for that. I don't blame him. Sure enough, another Enderman leaving his blocks around, making a mess. Clean up after yourself, mate. As you can see, it was a long bloody night, and it just got worse, as you're about to see. Now, I didn't see that creeper. Missed him, totally. I turn around to take care of this spider and look at the mess he's made. Look at the bloody mess you've made in my house. I've barely started this build and you're already destroyed it. You're getting slapped as well. Look at what you've done. Is such a very bad night. Just too many mobs. So embarrassing. Oh, what am I doing? You've already seen me build this. Here we go, I fix it. We're all good to go. Back into it, we knock out a couple of blocks and replace them with glass panes for a single window, campfire on top, and a spruce fence gate directly underneath, which we open. At the top of the walls, we're using our dark oak trapdoors and stairs combo. On the other side of the entranceway, we continue the same pattern. Once again, we'll knock out a couple of blocks to make the window. We add 3 campfires at the top and add the glass panes. We add spruce stairs and a spruce slab in the middle. Fences on either side and a spruce fence gate at the top of the window. This time we decorate the window with a pot and an azalea plant. Over the entranceway we join up the 2 sides and continue the dark oak pattern. For the base of the entranceway we whack down some spruce planks and some spruce stairs at the front. On either side of the entranceway, we're going to use stripped oak logs and then we'll join them up at the top. It's night time once again, and these guys did not waste any time, so neither did I. They were removed with a slap to the face maneuver right before taking out this skeleton, then hightailing it to the nearest bed. The next morning, we add a spruce stair to the top of the doorway, as well as a spruce door underneath. Spruce stairs on either corner with spruce trapdoors on either side and one in the middle to make a nice arch. Now we go to the side door. Once again we use the spruce planks and stairs. This time we'll use barrels on either side of the stairs and spruce slabs in between. On those barrels we'll place clay brick walls. In between each of the windows we're going to place a campfire at the top. We'll just put those out so the tree doesn't catch on fire. Then we add a couple of trapdoors to the top of the entranceway and then 2 spruce doors underneath. We'll join everything up with spruce fence and spruce slabs at the top. Alright, on to the first floor. We're going to be using a layer of stripped dark oak logs around the entire building and stripped dark oak wood for the corners. Now I've gone around the entire building, it's nighttime. Cannonball! Well, that's embarrassing, I missed. And I'm not bloody paying attention, his mate almost got me from behind. I'm not going to miss this skeleton, mate, you're getting slapped. The next morning I head back upstairs so I can finish stripping all the wood. Australian sound effects. And that looks good. It's looking real good. Time to add some floors. For the ground floor we're going to use spruce planks, and for the first floor we're going to use jungle planks. I think Sunny knows what she's doing. This has been a fun tutorial so far. Once again for the pillars we're using dark oak logs, and I hit one on the way down. I get a few pillars done and it's night time, but no, I can't rest because there's a bloody monster somewhere. This bloody spider is making so much noise, but I can't find him. It took me 5 minutes to find this mongrel. Finally got him. Another attempt at going to bed, but no, still no. Then this zombie strolls on over like he bloody owns the place. He gets slapped immediately for being a dickhead. We'll try once again, but no. Still can't sleep. Oh, here comes a bloody creeper. Surely the Minecraft overlords will let me sleep. Hey, thank you. And now I can finally get a good night's sleep. After my good night's sleep, I feel fresh as a daisy. I go upstairs and I work on the pillars. Still can't quite nail it, but you know, put up my best effort. And from there it goes downhill. All the way downhill. No words. I have no words. Except for the word subscribe. I clean up all the mess and put everything back into the chests. I place the pot and the azalea plant back into its place and then get back into it after a few beers. The Minecraft gods have decided to piss right down on top of me. But that's all good. We're not going to let a little thing like piss stop us. We add calcite to each side of the walls as well as the top. Then we'll build up spruce logs on the inside of the wall to make a windowsill. Then we'll strip those logs. Then we add some dirt to the windowsill. Then a spruce sign to the middle block and spruce trapdoors to either side. Then I'm using oak leaves, sweet berries and a white flower to fill out the flower bed. Once again we use stairs and trapdoors to make our arch. Then we add spruce fence gates to those stairs, trapdoors on top of those and a slab in the centre. Then we'll hang a lantern off that for good measure. To finish off this section we're going to add a row of spruce stairs to the very top of the wall. Once again we're going to add a layer of logs to the inside to be a windowsill. See if you can spot the difference between the two. Turns out the second one was right, the first one wasn't. Should have been dark oak, not spruce. So I remade it in dark oak and it's one block too short. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. This window is pretty much identical to the other one. The only difference is the choice of floral arrangement, we'll call it, which is why we're flying through this in flash mode. This was the only difference right here, the oak leaves. To finish off this section, once again we'll add stairs to the top of the wall. Then I fill in the next section with calcite before heading downstairs at night. As always, the zombies don't give me any trouble. It's these bloody green bastards right here. I only gave that guy a shoulder block and he went down. I barely touched this guy and he's out. But this guy, totally missed him. Now there's a great big hole in my next door neighbour's yard. They're not going to be none too happy with me. No, they're not. This is the window I was working on the night before. We've finished all the trimmings around the window. Now we're just adding signs to the top of the wall. And back inside now we're just adding the glass, which will finish off that window. So 1 second I'm upstairs, the next I'm downstairs putting carpet in. I'll explain. At this point I've made the decision that I want to move all the materials from outside the house to the inside of the house. And because there's a lot of storage in the interior of this build, I thought I might as well start the interior. So as you can see, we've put some carpet and some chests in so far and a few barrels, but I really wasn't crazy about the purple carpet. So I'm going to go back to the mansion and grab the red. Couldn't do this during the daytime, had to do it at night time. And I ran into one of these buggers reading his bloody book again. Mate, there's nothing in that book that's going to help you. I've had about enough of creepers that I can stand for one build. Seriously, so many creepers. There's been so many off camera as well. Alright, it's got to work the second time. Cannonball! Oh, I thought I nailed him. He's a tough son of a bitch. Give me that egg. You know what? I do feel like chicken tonight. And all of a sudden, there's skeletons everywhere. Jesus, there's so many skeletons all of a sudden. All I want to do is build Australia's best medieval bachelor pad. Is that too much to ask? Mate, you're getting slapped. Your friend over here, he's getting slapped. Enough of this, I'm building a bloody house. At this point, I've made the decision I'm going to make it a bachelor's pad. And we can't have purple, we've got to have red. So I replace all the purple wool with red wool. This is a kind of situation where you say, you can't write this stuff. So I'm moving stuff around and I get a little thirsty and I'm feeling like a fresh brew. So I get up and I make myself a nice cup of coffee. I come back to this. I kid you not. I kid you not. And once again, this same corner of the house has been blown to smithereens. So after making a few repairs to the house, this prick came along. Mate, if you blow up my house again, my keyboard is going to get rammed down your throat. Virtually, of course, because I can't physically do that, but I wish I could. Anyway, I do the sensible thing and pull out my bow and arrow and take care of business. And I go outside for some reason. I have no idea why I'm outside at this point. I have no idea. I have a perfectly good bed inside the house, which is quite safe, kind of. They can't exactly walk in the house. That's where I should be right now. The last thing I should be doing right now is slapping around creepers, but here we are. Enough of this, I want to build a roof. At least the start of one anyway. Alright, we've only got 2 windows to go. We start with 3 spruce trapdoors, which will go under the planter. Then calcite on the bottom of the wall. 3 dirt blocks and upside down stairs on either end. Then calcite on the side of the walls, as well as 2 blocks from the top. Along the very top of the wall, we're going to lay down spruce signs once again. Upside down stairs in the middle. Then 5 campfires on top of each window. We'll join everything up with spruce fence along the side. Then we'll decorate it with plants, leaves and berries. Finally, we add trapdoors to either side of the planter and a sign in the middle. Then we add the glass panes to finish off the windows. Directly above those windows, we add dark oak logs, which we will also strip along the length of the roof. Then we build up a couple of pillars and we'll strip those as well. Then we add calcite until we end up with something like this, with a big window in the center. Then we're going to add spruce trapdoors to every second block along that beam that we added earlier. Then a couple of upside down stairs here and here. And then we'll add signs along the length of this part of the calcite. Just under the big window, we'll add 2 upside down stairs with a slab in between. Then we'll add some leaves here and there, fence posts on both sides. Then I'll add a temporary block right here so I can add the spruce fence gates in front of it. Trapdoors on either side and a campfire in the middle. On the very top we add 3 dark oak logs which we'll strip and 3 blocks of calcite and then 1 in the middle at the very top. Then we'll use spruce stairs and planks to build up the edge of the roof. Then we'll mirror that on the other side and throw an upside down stair at the very top in the middle. Back on the front we'll add a spruce trapdoor and a lantern underneath. We'll also add a spruce trapdoor to the very top, then facing forward an upside down stair. We'll place a temporary block on top. Then we'll place an upside down stair to the front of it. We don't need that block anymore and we'll put a slab there instead. Then spinning around and standing on the slab, we add a regular stair. Then we add another stair on top of that stair. Alright, then we jump back down onto the slab. Then we break the stair under the stair. Make sense? Good. So now there should just be a floating stair. We're going to use that stair to place this stair, like so. Then we'll break away the top stair and we'll be left with a little hook thing. I'm so confused. After all of that, I find my way down to the window and fill it up with glass panes. I make my way back downstairs and what the hell was that? A whole bloody family of zombies. But that's alright, we take care of them all at once. And his ugly mate. Oh, I left one. I missed a couple. Oh, and their little kid as well. Sorry, mate, but you got to go. You're an inbred. This video is already at 20 minutes. We got no time for this. Sorry, Sonny, but I'm just not a big fan of the stairs by the front door, so I widen it a little bit. I kind of like that more. I finally finished the other end of the house, in the rain I might add. As soon as I finished, the rain stopped, which was good, because now I've got these awesome shots to look at. So that's where we're at. Time to build a roof. So the front of the house has a small part that juts out. It's much like each end of the house already that we've just done. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing once again. It's just a smaller version of what we've just built. This is kind of what it looks like when it was finished, kind of. All right, time for the roof. So for the roof, we used a combination of mangrove planks, stripped mangrove logs, and red terracotta. I tried to keep each variation in a cluster so it kind of looked a bit blotchy. Worked really well in the haunted house, so I wanted to do the same. Plus, it looks like Sunny Sev does it the same way, so it worked out well in following the tutorial as well as, you know, doing your own thing. I really like the combination of these three. I think it looks really good. We use spruce planks for the very center and for the front as well. Once I finished the roof, I thought I'd do something about all these noises. These dickheads were making a racket, and I swear I could not bloody find them anywhere. I eventually figured out the bastards were under my house. Of course they were. And this little bugger came right at me. Look, they made a little room for themselves, having a good old party down there. Look, you can't stay here, guys. You're just making too much bloody noise. I tried taking them all out with my bow and arrow, but that was just taking too long and I was taking too many hits. I must have got a bit close because one of the creepers got excited and blew everybody up. I went in, cleaned up the mess and got back to work. The next morning it was time to make a chimney. So that beautiful new roof that I made, yeah, it's time to dig some of it out. But that's alright, we're going to replace it with stone brick and andesite. We'll be making 3x2 layers, following no particular pattern. When we get to the top, we'll lay down a layer of andesite walls, and then a layer of stone brick slabs on top. Now, what the hell am I bloody going to do here? And down we go. Ow! I can feel that through the keyboard. All I wanted to do was have a bit of a rest, but this skeleton wasn't having it. So the mongrel got slapped and I got my nap. After my well-deserved sleep, it was time to build a dormer. Starting with stripped dark oak, we'll go 3 high. For the walls of the dormer, we're going to be using calcite. 3 blocks of dirt for the planter with a barrel on either end. Once again, we'll be putting spruce trapdoors at the front of the planter. And a whole bunch of oak leaves randomly thrown all over the place. We'll whack in a couple of glass panes for the window, some fence posts on either side, and a campfire at the top. Directly underneath that, we'll place a spruce fence gate and we'll open it, and some upside down stairs on either side of that. Ready for some 64-bit lightning? There you go. Then we add some regular stairs for the roof, and we build those up to the top just like we did earlier. I repeat the process on the other side. Then we add a temporary block in the middle, then an upside down stair in the front, spruce planks on top of that, upside down stairs on the front again, then we'll whack a trapdoor in the front with a lantern underneath. We finish off the roof with spruce planks down the middle, and we use our combination of mangrove planks and logs as well as red terracotta to finish off the roof. I congratulate myself on a job well done when this dickhead tries to ruin the party. Piss right off, mate, I hate your guts. With all the trouble I've had with creepers during this build, there was no bloody way I was jumping down there with creepers. No sir. We're going to stay up here for as long as it takes. Fortunately, that's not very long. Oh, with editing, that's not very long. See, no time at all. The next morning, I take a squiz at the new house through the telescope. Pretty bloody impressed. Top job, Sonny. Top job. Alright, time to remove this dirt and scaffold, then it's on to the interior. I don't know why, but this is so goddamn satisfying. Alright, for some reason we're on the first floor and we're making some shelves in between the two windows. There we go, that looks pretty damn good. Let's light it up and add some pots with some random flowers and a dead bush. Alright, let's lay some barrels, 5 of them to be exact. Next to those we'll add some dark oak logs. On the end of the dark oak logs we'll put some dark oak trapdoors. Then I remember to strip those logs. Then we add more trapdoors at the other end of the cabinet. Open them up and this is how it looks so far. More trapdoors at the very top. Then we'll hang a lantern right about here because we need some bloody light on the subject. Then we use a whole bunch of dark oak trapdoors to make the inner walls and the shelves. You don't need to see them all. We'll just show you how it looks once they're all in place. There we go. Time to fill it up. Let's start with a barrel and a chest. Then we'll put some bookshelves under those and some amethyst blocks and clusters and bits and pieces that didn't fit, so I had to rip the bloody thing apart and rebuild a wall here, and there's your medieval cabinet. We're going to use smooth quartz stairs to make our medieval couch, as well as some medieval quartz slabs. And then we're going to finish it off with the pink and purple carpet. Now we're going to use spruce trapdoors to make a quick coffee table. That's looking real medieval. I think we just need a lantern and we're good to go. Let's whack a composter against the wall. We'll stick a pot in it with a dead bush. On top of that, we'll put 2 oak leaves to make a little indoor tree. The bachelor pad is starting to take shape. Alright, next we're going to make a small dining room area. More trapdoors for the table. This one is going to be 3 trapdoors long and 2 wide. We'll throw a couple of pots on the table with a flower in one. Then we'll make a small chair from smooth quartz slabs and spruce trapdoors for the backrest. I head back to the mansion for a shroom light and of course mobs. But that's okay, I grab my shroom light and head back to the new house. Unfortunately, I meet these dickheads along the way. These old zombies aren't going to create too much of a problem for me, but as I head up the hill, I remember I haven't slept in a little while. I hate phantoms. And I've broken my weapon. Luckily for me, I carry a backup. Then I came across this armored up zombie. He was not going down without a fight. I slapped him around so many times it wasn't bloody funny. I smashed him so many bloody times, slapping him left and right until his mate showed up and hit me from behind. Mate, I felt like a ping pong ball. I got slapped left and right. Look at this, boing, boing, boing. They're absolutely smashing me. I eventually slapped everyone and got the hell out of there. I am literally taking my shroom light and going home. I race up to the dining area and place the shroom light. There we go, beautiful. We pop some oak trapdoors on each side and now we've got a nice lamp. I heard a zombie outside, so I thought I might as well just go take care of it. I come across this spider, he was first and then a creeper, not a problem. But where's this bloody zombie? Oh, here comes a skeleton and his tall purple-eyed mate. Why are you pissed off with me, mate? I didn't even look at you. You can rewind that if you don't believe me. All of that and still no bloody zombie. As soon as I get inside, I hear that bloody zombie again. And there he is, knocking on my bloody door, and he's brought his mate with him, mate. You're all getting slapped. Leave me alone. You too. Piss off. I head back upstairs once again. We'll make another indoor plant with a composter, the flower pot, dead bush, and oak leaves. Alright, time to make a bedroom, or at least a corner with a bed in it. There's nothing medieval about this. This is a bachelor pad. And we're still following the tutorial here. So we're using a whole bunch of smooth quartz. We'll add some stairs to get up to the boudoir here. Then we'll add some barrels and some dark oak trapdoors for the end. Since you've made it this far, how about giving the video a like? Then we'll put some bookshelves over here. We add 2 more trapdoors to the top. Then we'll throw a chest and a barrel up there. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Add a lantern and a couple of beds. There's nothing medieval about this. We'll add some spruce fence along the edge. And we'll throw up an amethyst cluster and a lantern at the end here. We'll add some red carpet to spruce the joint up. This is definitely a lad's bachelor pad. One last thing we did, look, I'll quickly go into spectator mode to show you what I'm talking about. We added rafters to the inside of the roof. As you can see, it's nice and lush and green with plenty of leaves. Really nice build idea. It's the first time I've come across it. And that'll just about do it. There were a few other things like the chests here that didn't get shown being built. I don't think there's any point. It's pretty easy to see how we put a bunch of chests there. And those chests, of course, are for all the beer. Chests full of beer, nothing but beer, because it's a bachelor pad, see? See, it wasn't clickbait. See how I made that work? It was always going to be a medieval bachelor pad. And I think we achieved that. Should we look at the end result? Yes, I think we should. It's time to give this tutorial a score. So to recap, it was called How to Build a Big Medieval House by Sonia Sev. As always, the links are in the description. Also, check out Sunny Sev for her main channel. For overall design, I've given this 8.5 out of 10. Everything was really good. It was an excellent design from top to bottom, even if it wasn't strictly medieval in the bedroom, in the upstairs area and the couch and all of that. Anyway, for difficulty, I've given this 8 out of 10. I should give this bloody 0 out of 10 for all the mobs constantly harassing me, but that had nothing to do with the design and everything to do with me stuffing around too much. Practicality, I give this an 8.5 out of 10. It's a very practical build and it's a great size for a starter house as well as a base of operations with all the storage in the ground level. For adaptability, I've given this tutorial 8.5 out of 10. Of course, it's adaptable in every way. It really goes without saying. For fun, again, 8.5 out of 10. Even though the mobs were relentless, I still had a great time building this house and I really enjoyed this tutorial. So where does that leave us? The overall score for this build is, surprise, surprise, 8.5 out of 10. The totals came to 42 out of 50, which equates to 8.5 blocks out of 10. If you're still watching this, thank you. I appreciate the fact that you've hung around this long. Don't forget to give this video a like and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. And if you do, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Speaking of uploads, very soon I'm going to post a part 2. I've already got my eyes on a mod that's going to take this bachelor pad to the next level as far as medieval bachelor pads go. That's the only clue I'm going to leave for you. Until then, thank you so much for watching. And to Sunny Sev, thank you so much for the incredible tutorial. I'm sorry that I turned it into a bachelor pad. That's probably not what you wanted for your awesome creation, but what can I say? Sorry. Alright guys, that'll do it. If you made it this far, you're a bloody legend. See ya. Hey, why not check out this haunted house I built a couple of weeks ago? I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty bloody cool.